GMC travels to Long Island, New York to battle Nassau Community College. This is the place for your highlights. You're watching The Burt Williams Show. Coach, this week you traveled to Nassau Community College. Always a tough place to play, and didn't disappoint again this year. Just quite a battle with the elements and the team on the field.
Well, we knew it was going to be a tough game going in. A long trip, a great team in Nassau. You know, top 10 rated team, undefeated going into the game. So we knew the weather was going to be a challenge. We saw that long-range forecast, and it was. Yeah, a lot of wind, a lot of rain for the first half anyway. So. You know, just we put a lot of work in during the week to try to prepare for the personnel and prepare for the conditions to put ourselves in the best possible position to go up there and get a win against a very good opponent. And it was a very tough, hard-fought game, as we'll see.
Those first half highlights are up next. You're watching The Burt Williams Show.
The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away.
Dr. Stephen Neergarth, Dr. James Eckstein, and nurse practitioner Torrance Drakeford at Oconee Orthopedics provide the Milledgeville area with advanced orthopedic care. Whether you're an athlete, a weekend warrior who tends to overdo it, or just have aching joints, we can help. We specialize in hip and joint replacements, sports medicine, foot, knee, shoulder, elbow, ankle, hand, and pediatric orthopedics. We also treat orthopedic trauma. Put your pain in the past. Call Oconee Orthopedics today.
Coach, we get one of the few breaks we had during the game right here at the coin toss. You can see where the weather's terrible, but Nassau did win the toss and elect the kick, so we're going to get the ball in both halves.
Well, the wind was an especially decisive element in this game. They wanted to start with the wind at their back. It was gusting 15, 18 miles an hour, and as you could see, we had a good driving rain coming out there, and you know, wanted to come out and get some things going. We come off and get a nice little run there on the stretch by Javon, but we missed some blocks up front and on the edge right there, closing up some holes, and we have to punt on this first drive. And I tell you, getting a good punt off here into that wind, you know, yardage-wise, doesn't really speak to how good a job Moat did getting that ball out of there and getting it down the field. But stalled on the first drive, and defense has to come out and try to hold the field position battle.
And they did, and forced a punt right here. We get a piece of this one and actually get it blocked and get the ball right here. But I think that they're going to end up getting the ball back.
Well, they are. You know, we come in here, great play right there, Dante Beckham on the block, and we come out and we don't move the ball at all. We turn it over on downs right here. Very frustrating, you know, set of plays right there. We didn't see them on the highlights, but an opportunity that was squandered to be able to get any points. And you see Nassau out here, You know, their quarterback number 10's on an MCL, very good passer, doing a good job, you know, hitting the little things. But our guys did a good job in coverage. He comes up, you know, we give him a little crease inside there on the scramble. But, you know, doing a good job, dinking and dunking and changing field position back to their advantage. They got pushed back a little bit on a tackle for a loss and a penalty, and have 3rd and long here for our defense to try to hold them.
We come back here, ball goes right through the receiver's hands, and a nice pick here, good return up the sidelines, but we fumble the football and give it back to them again.
Again, you know, a big play. We're down there at the 25. Corey made a nice play to intercept the ball, but got tackled and fumbled the ball on the return, so they get it back. Defense has to stay on the field, and we miss an opportunity to go in and maybe put some points on the board here. And you know, they had very good skill. They always do. They're running back right there, an extremely fast guy, small player, but tough runner and very, very quick. And you know, doing a good job hitting the underneath stuff. We did a good job holding coverage most of the game and making them take the short stuff and rallying to it. And you know, our guys really, even with the speed on the edge right there, doing a good job being in position. And we get the ball back on downs here, and then we fall asleep at the wheel a little bit here, snap slightly off. Tyler doesn't get a handle on the wet ball, and then he kind of comes out here, and you know, we called for the fullback belly, kind of our standard play. You know, didn't get the snap clean. He's late to the handoff on Javon, and you know, really just tries to make something happen rather than just turning up and playing the next play. Cost us a touchdown right there in the early deficit at 6-0. Defense did a great job keeping the extra point off the scoreboard. So, you know, 6-0, difficult situation. We're trying to weather the storm here and get to the point where we can get the wind at our back and just try to make it through this driving rainstorm here and make something positive happen.
Yeah, you can see it's quite a downpour, and here we go back in a 4th and long, going to get a punt off into that wind again and get a flag on the play.
Yeah, that added to the punt right there. The flag was on Nassau there, so pushed him back. Defense did a nice job holding field position right here. And they put us in position right here to get a punt, and we don't field it clean, but we do get the bounce right there and have a chance to come back out on offense.
You got Javon right here running the zone play, stretching out to the edge, able to get outside and make a nice game.
And got a few things out there going, got a couple of blocks on that. Then we come back here on the draw. You know, the safety, he had to dodge there in the backfield, coming off the inside receiver. You know, didn't get that block, but we're out there, we're moving the chains and had a couple things going, and then we, you know, nice effort by Tyler right here and a good catch by Emmanuel Bird to move the chains again, get us out in the midfield and give us a chance to get down there. We probably got lucky here. They called that ball down. Looked like it might not have been, but we benefited from that. Jordan Brown on the quick hit draw up the middle, and we got 4th and short right here, 4th and 3, and we have a play call here to try to get that. Felt good about our defense coming in if we didn't get it. And they adjusted the coverage a little bit there, and we don't really make an attempt to get to the sticks, and we'd have to turn the ball over near midfield. And again, we benefit. The weather kind of hurt them here. Snap went through the hands of their quarterback and pushed them all the way back to the 20. Force a punt, and thought we got a little piece of that, but we get the ball in good position. Trajan Monley right there fielding the punt in tough conditions, giving us a few yards back to shorten the field.
Come back and pick it up on a 2nd and long, giving it off to Robinson here on the draw. This drive is going to stall as well, which is going to bring up another GMC punt.
Yeah, again, we had a penalty there that knocked us back. That took it. We had gotten a first down, we thought, but punted them, pinned them. Defense coming up big. Antonia Sims right there with a tackle for a loss, putting a little pressure on the quarterback there, and guys are, you know, in position right here to get the man down on the screen and tackle him short of the first down mark.
They're going to come back up here, punting into that wind, barely getting it off, and you can see a low, short punt, giving us field position. Going to keep the ball on the ground with Robinson, who gets to the edge and picks up about 5.
Yeah, we got out there, moved it along. Again, we stalled at midfield. We did a nice job getting them pinned right here. And, you know, one of the few mistakes Dante Beckham, number 11, made, had a great game for us, huge production. Kind of came inside on that and gave up the contain, and their running back got outside for a first down. But we get them pinned back again, tackle for a loss. We get a penalty on this possession as well against them, and we're in pretty good position right here to make them punt the ball. And defense, again, bending a little bit, but not breaking, and forcing a punt and giving us a chance at good field position. And with the shank punt, we come out and have a chance to do something, but we again have some breakdowns inside. But Jordan Brown finds a way to make a big play for us and gets us a much-needed first down.
We come back here with just a beautiful play-action pass here, hitting a wide-open receiver on the sidelines, making a man miss and touchdown.
Yeah, nice job there, really setting that up. 13's a talented player out there at corner. Felt like we could get him to bite on some stuff, and we did. And, we just happened to catch that one. We actually had receivers in position a couple times you don't see on film. On these highlights where we didn't make the catch when the ball was there. So anyway, we found a way to get the lead here, 7-6, and trying to again weather the storm and just put some points on the board and get a little bit of a breather as far as the point spread here. Nice job by Dante Beckham, big sack, and actually ended up knocking their quarterback out with that hit, and they had to go to their backup guy for the rest of the game. And we have a chance to go 2-minute drill. We got the wind in our back, and the ball sails on Tyler right there. We had an open receiver, but we didn't hit him obviously. And then they put their quarterback back in on that knee that was injured, and that I believe was his last pass of the game. Threw it up for grabs. Corey does a nice job getting the pick, and we go into halftime. Kind of escaped, we felt like, with a 1-point lead as we were going in. So. It was a bit of a crazy first half. With the highlights that you saw, there were some crazier ones in there, weather related and, miscues on both sides. Just a difficult situation to play ball in, but the guys were battling, hard-fought game back and forth, and it was as tight as a score.
And with the elements like they are, which you can see, they're just dreadful, wind, rain, everything else. That really puts a premium on execution, doesn't it?
Well, it does, and protecting the football. And we did not do a very good job protecting the football. We gave them the touchdown they had. We felt like defense was playing pretty darn good. They were making some big plays, putting us in position. But we had not protected the ball as we needed to, and had some drops, and just really not playing the way we usually do on offense. So going into half, we wanted to keep the defense playing at a high level, eat up some snaps on offense because we hadn't played many in the first half, and just execute our offense better when we came back out on the field. So that was the message at halftime.
Well, those second half highlights are up next. You're watching the Burt Williams Show.
Dr. Stephen Neergarth, Dr. James Eckstein, and nurse practitioner Torrance Drakeford at Oconee Orthopedics provide the Milledgeville area with advanced orthopedic care. Whether you're an athlete, a weekend warrior who tends to overdo it, or just have aching joints, we can help. We specialize in hip and joint replacements, sports medicine, foot, knee, shoulder, elbow, ankle, hand, and pediatric orthopedics. We also treat orthopedic trauma. Put your pain in the past. Call Oconee Orthopedics today.
The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away.
Coach, one of the few times you'll get the opportunity to take the ball at the beginning of the game and at the first half, but we come back here, second half, we come back here, hit a nice return up the middle, and pick up some positive yards, starting out with good field position.
Yeah, the way they called it, they had the wind in mind, but, we did get the ball at the start of both halves, which provided somewhat of a benefit. Javon here doing a nice job getting the cut, moving the chains right here, and the rain has stopped and the wind has died down some. But we're coming out and executing a little bit better here to start off the second half. Again, moving downfield, starting to get close to scoring position. And guys right here, again, doing a nice job picking through here, finding the hole, getting another first down, Jordan Brown there.
And I think we had a penalty on that one that ended up backing us up. We come back, running that zone play again to the left and getting a nice gain, getting inside the 10.
Yep, Trezvon Coakley, and then we get another penalty. They seem to come out whenever we had a positive play there, but we come up and make a nice throw to Julian Williams right there for a touchdown to extend the lead. And, we came down, we were clicking, we were doing a lot of things better right here this first drive than we had in the first half. felt really good about where we were going offensively after this initial drive of the half.
That gives you the lead 14-6, and a beautiful throw and catch there. And we're going to come out, kick this ball off, and lean on that defense one more time.
Yeah, you know, again, they've been playing good all game and coming out there, and they're doing a good job, you know, holding the gap down. Corey Neely filling in, you know, at free safety for us and forcing the punt. And again, we got the wind in our face here as we're starting off this half, but got a good job again on that first drive and felt like we were going to be able to move it. But we had some breakdowns, got to force the punt, and really into that wind. That was one heck of a punt right there by old John Moat, doing a good job, kind of helping us try to win the field position battle.
They come back, and in the second half, they really start working a lot of this read option with the new quarterback and start getting a little success and momentum with it.
You know, it's a different offense with their backup quarterback in. It's much more run-oriented, much more the read right there. They got a guy that can really scoot, you know, number one right there, very fast guy, and their backup, you know, had limited capability in the passing game as compared to their starter. So it was a little bit of a different mindset as they're coming in, and we kind of loosened up maybe a little bit at times, making sure we were handling the run and didn't cover the underneath maybe as well as we did in the first half because of the threat that number two gave us, both as a runner and with the combination of inserting number one into the backfield there. So they had a good scheme. Defensively, we bent a little bit, but for the most part, we did a pretty good job of not breaking here. And again, we miss a tackle there. I believe we get a holding call right there to move them back from there. But again, defense bending a little bit, trying to push them back, trying to get some pressure in here on number two, and good job right here, causing the fumble. We don't get it, but nice job by Royce Turnbull getting that tackle and stopping the drive.
And they're going to get a good punt using the wind, pin us deep here, and we're going to come back, and once again, just a mistake you can't have.
Well, you know, we called the play wrong, you know, on the field. We wanted action to be going to the Twins, and that gives our tailback a little bit better chance to pick up the blitz off the edge. And, you know, we had what we felt like was a good play action route in there and had the blocking elsewhere. But giving up the safety, again, we're hardly in terrible shape there. Still got a lead, but certainly not the momentum swing we wanted to see when we need to be careful with the football and doing smart things down there. But we give them the ball in good field position, kick off the safety, and they're doing a good job again with that little stretch read scheme that they were doing with their backup quarterback.
They're going to come back in now and start working a little bit of a quarterback draw. Good job by the line there, filling the gaps. Doesn't give up much at all. And then they're going to come back here. We flush the quarterback. He completes the pass, but he's stopped just short of the goal line.
Yep, you know, and you know, he looks like he doesn't get a foot in actually there, steps on the line, but he was in, you know, decent position. We don't get the zone read handled right there in the stretch read, and their quarterback pops it in for a touchdown, and they get the extra point here to take a 1-point lead. And you know, we got the wind at our back now though, and you know, again, we feel like we're in pretty good shape. The rain has stopped, the wind has died down some, and we got it there. We just got to throw and catch and make things happen. But again, we have trouble. We have some breakdowns in various aspects of what we're doing, and we have to punt and hopefully try to pin these guys down deep. Good punt by John Moat there again, and good job flipping field position.
They're going to come back out here as you see how the sky has started to clear up a little bit. Going to come back out, throw a little screen pass out here, and just a good job in pursuit by the defense, giving them no gain.
Nice job. And those guys, I tell you, they were on the field a long time. We had too many 3-and-outs and got behind the chains with too many penalties in this game. But defense played an awful lot of snaps and really on the whole did a very, very good job, you know, staying in coverage and all that. And here's one where we busted coverage a little bit. Should have had the sack and gave up a big play right there at a tough time of the game and let them change the field position battle. And then we come out, we don't fit the stretch right here the way we need to, and giving them a little bit of a more bend than we had been all game there, you know, that really started with that missed tackle in the backfield.
And then a 4th down play here again with an opportunity to get off the field, and they're able to stick one on the sidelines and get it complete.
Yeah, you know, that was a tough one, and, you know, they come up, they end up scoring right there. And, you know, they try the onside kick, you know, to try to get the ball away from us there, which not a bad thought probably, given what the field position was going to be, but in the wind at our back. But we do a good job getting it, but then we throw the interception here. You know, try to force one in. It really didn't need to, and just not a great decision there. And defense has to come out and try to stop them again. And I tell you, really proud of the way they continued to rally out there, defensive side, to get us the ball back, to give us a chance to go down there and score. And you know, we come out here towards the end. We got a couple of things that we feel like we can do, and I think we're going to run the draw here and try to get out here and don't quite get the first down. Jordan Brown does a decent job. We get a face mask coming out here and you know, throwing to Julian again. Again, feeling like we got a chance. You know, nobody's panicking here. We just got to execute and move the ball, and we're doing a pretty decent job of it initially.
We're going to come back here keeping the ball in the air. He's almost sacked, and just a great job in working his way back to the ball, helping your quarterback out.
Well, it was. I tell you, a little bit of a dangerous throw there, obviously, and we ended up making a big play right there, Dominic Taylor. Then we drop one that we should have, and we come in here and almost throw a pick there, try to force it through, and this really kind of killed us here. We got 4th and 10, need to make something happen, and Tyler just steps out early. You know, he did a nice job scrambling, keeping it live. And, you know, the spot was, you know, a decent spot from where he was. But, you know, we just got to make sure we got the distance we need there. And that took the wind out of the sails a little bit. But, again, the defense is out there, again, doing a good job, trying to keep them pinned down in here. They got 3rd and 10, and we've got them backed up, coming off the 5, and we just got to find a way to come down and get some points as time's running out. And this guy for Nassau gets the punt of his life. Wind had died down, and you know, ends up being a 65-yard punt at a time that they hadn't got one half that long all game. So we got a bit of an uphill climb right here, 70 yards to go in just a couple of minutes. But you know, we had shown we could do it at that last series. Just came out. They did a good job in coverage here. We're not able to come up with the catch, and you know, we run a little bit of play right here, and we actually pop our outside receiver open, but we can't get the blocking on the edge for Tyler to set his feet and throw. And you know, that ends up being the last offensive play for us on the day. So ended up coming up short. Tough, hard-fought game. A lot of mistakes out there, you know, especially on the offensive side. And you know, that was a tough one to lose. You know, felt like we had opportunities to get it done.
It was, in a 22-14 loss. Coach, in a game like this with a team that's this young, what are some good takeaways that you can take away from this game? There's always got to be a positive at the end of every one.
Yeah, there is. And, you know, even with the offense struggling with the execution and being very inconsistent, you know, again, everybody's supportive of each other, and that's important. You know, the team concept is alive and strong, you know, at Georgia Military College. So those guys are supporting each other. Defense is going out doing their job, getting us the ball back. You know, there's no griping about that. They're just out there pulling the rope together to make it happen. So the way they went out and fought was very important. Even when we weren't playing well, we fought hard to make it happen. Obviously, the way our defense played, you know, 90-something snaps, and, you know, had a couple of breakdowns that hurt us late, but hard to play at a high level for 90-something snaps. I mean, that's a lot of snaps for any defense. So, you know, there were some good things to take out of there. And we had moments where we did some things very well up front. But Nassau was a very good team, very good on the defensive side. And we just, again, we didn't take advantage of opportunities, and we didn't play at a level well enough to win on the offensive side especially.
Well, don't go anywhere. We'll be wrapping things up. You're watching The Burt Williams Show.
On the final episode of the Pest Control Guys, it's the competition that could win them the biggest contract of their life for Karen Moneybags. You won't believe what happens when we let the guys inside the house. It's 3 guys up for 1 contract. Only one can say, I do accept the contract. Next on the Pest Control Guys. Sponsored by Bughouse Pest Control. Protect your house with Bughouse.
Your new career starts now with Georgia Military College in Milledgeville. Our intimate learning environment and one-on-one attention makes your success our singular objective. Available financial aid opportunities make tuition affordable for any budget. Free tutoring and a convenient campus location make GMC in Milledgeville a great place to start your college education. We want to see you at GMC. Apply today. Your journey starts now. It's your future. Start it with Georgia Military College.
Coach, the competition doesn't get any easier this Saturday. You got a Tyler team coming in that's 5-1 and top 10 in the country.
They are very strong, just like all the Texas JUCOs, and you know, they're up there in that top 2 or 3 in the conference. Going to be a really tough game. You know, we played them for a long time, had the historical rivalry, but it's been probably about 10, 11 years now since we played them. So I'm glad to renew that. But it is going to be a big challenge. One of the good things is we're coming back home after a long road stretch. Got a couple games back-to-back. This will be the first one. But, you know, we need to clean up the issues on offense. If we played defensively the way we played against Nassau, I feel really good about shutting down Tyler's offense. But their defense, you know, we got to clean up what we did on the field this last week. And certainly we've shown that we can do that and we can play at a very high level. But you know, if we get out there and make the mistakes we did against Nassau, it's going to be a tough day against a very good Tyler defense.
We hope to see you on Saturday, 1 o'clock at Davenport Field. You've been watching the Burt Williams Show.